Hello everybody, it's Keough back again with some pause bench pressing on Saturday. Now as you notice, the gym today is totally deserted, and the reason for that is because everybody's either watching Iowa lose to Central Michigan, or they're out tailgating after the game. I did my training in the afternoon, so the game at this point was over, but nobody comes to train on this day, and that's exactly why I train on football days. It's fantastic. I have the run of the gym. There's nobody in my way. There's nobody standing in front of my barbell, which is what happened to me yesterday. So people just tend to leave me alone because they're off doing whatever it is they do on this day, and I get some good training in. On this day, I'm doing all paused work. I started with 230. That was a set of 6, and didn't feel fantastic, but then I looked at the reps, and they looked a lot smoother and easier than I thought they were. Now I'm going to do 2 sets of 240. You just saw the first one, and that one felt pretty good. This second one right here also felt pretty good. I pressed these out pretty clean, and thought I did pretty well on this day. I really focused here on internally rotating my shoulders and using my lats almost as a spring, and I feel a lot better on my eccentric when I do that. I've been doing pause bench pressing, as you know, to try and combat some of the tendonitis issues I've had, and I just feel so much better lowering those weights. I will be moving up. I will be increasing the weight 5 pounds just about every session while decreasing intensity, so we'll see how I handle this once it starts getting heavier. But here I ended up doing 240 for a set of 7, almost got a set of 8, but had to be rescued at the end. Thought I had a chance at locking it out. Came off my chest fine, but I just didn't have enough energy for it on that day. But I was happy with that. 240 for 7 is a pretty good number, and those reps felt pretty good. Now I've been doing a lot of partial range of motion pressing. I've been doing a lot of either floor pressing or board pressing. I did board pressing on my last session, but today I figured I'd just stay on the bench. I'd use my reactive slingshot, which gives me, I don't even know how much at the bottom. You know, I don't really pay much attention to that, but it doesn't give me a ton, but it definitely does help. And it helps pull my shoulders in, and it helps pull my elbows in, more importantly. So I really feel strong, and I feel like I'm engaging my triceps when I use it. And I ended up doing 2 sets of 5, paused with 275 on this day. The first one wasn't fantastic. See, it was a little bit slow there on that 5th rep. I had to sort of gut it out just a bit. But the second set felt much better. I felt smoother with my pressing, and overall my bench press is coming along. The goal, of course, is to break 300 pounds. I think if I want to be considered a well-rounded lifter, I really need to be benching over twice my body weight at 148 pounds. So I need at least a 300 bench press, and I think I'm getting closer. Now this next exercise right here is something that I normally do once every couple weeks or so, and basically what it is it's a poor man's bamboo bar, in which I'm using a couple of short monster mini bands to attach kettlebells, which will swing and sway and basically destabilize the barbell. It forces you to have to work really hard to stabilize that weight, and it forces you to really get tight and to learn how to get tight. And so I ended up doing that first set was with I believe a 26-pound kettlebell on each side. This one is with a 26 and an 18, so I guess about 133 pounds total in weight. I did 2 sets of 20. They felt good. They felt pretty strong here. I use them almost as prehab work instead of strength work, so I do longer sets, and I just focus on getting tight, and they make my shoulder feel much better. I haven't had much shoulder pain lately bench pressing, since I really focused on internally rotating my shoulders and pausing my bench presses, but after I do a few sets of these, oftentimes my shoulder will feel a lot better, as long as my tendonitis isn't too bad. But anyway, I feel healthy right now. My bench pressing is going well. I'm going to continue to up the intensity. Hopefully I respond to it. I will be back tomorrow to film my deadlift session, so check back in again. Then I'll have some heavy sets of 4 for you, hopefully. See you then.